But I've noticed something, Scott, in the background, and it reminded me of that map you showed me. On that map, there's a footprint of a building in this area. If you look at that tree, the way it comes down, you can see the ivy falling away in almost a straight line, that way and that way. And I'm wondering if that's possibly an old building or something there. I mean,
I think you're right. Yeah, well, as you know, I've only just moved in, but I think it's something we need to sort of investigate, isn't it?
So you think I can have a little chop round there?
Yeah, definitely.
Good. You got any saws?
Yeah.
Cool. Hello folks, today we're over in Woodlandsborough in Kent, where we're going to be doing some treasure hunting on some really historic land. This is my good friend Scott, who recently bought this really old house. So Scott, what can you tell us about it?
Well, what I can tell you about it, Pete, is I believe it's part of the original manor of Woodlandsborough. It was owned in the Domesday Book times by Odo, the Bishop of Bayer.
Bloody hell, yeah.
And was confiscated by William the Conqueror.
Right. Owned by the Bishop of Bayer, confiscated by William the Conqueror. I reckon then there might be a really good opportunity to find some treasure here. Scott, should we get onto it?
Definitely.
Come with me.
Before we start looking for treasure, I would like to tell you about the sponsor of this episode, Danny Herriot, Sports Massage Therapist. Danny Herriot is an ex-professional rugby player who now spends his time fixing people rather than breaking them. Due to Danny's background, he is a very experienced massage therapist. Danny is qualified in dry cupping, a practice which is widely used for elite sports performance and rehabilitation. Whilst Danny specialises in sports injury, he also takes on clients from a non-sporting background. Other than that, Dan is a really great guy. If you've got some aches and pains that need sorting, contact him on 077 803 35692. Now let's get on with the show.
Yeah, sounds like it's all over the show, doesn't it? Sounds a bit like interference. I don't know if that's worth digging. I've got one of them buttons that you got earlier. Yeah. I just put it in my bag without thinking about showing it to the camera. There you go. Come on this side. Oh really? I think I'm going to dig with this one. It could be a bit of deep iron. It was a bit of a wobbly signal. My one. Possibly a bit of iron, as methinks. We'll see in a minute, won't we? There's something there, mate. It's tiny, probably. Bring it over here. Scott, bring it over here. Let me deal with my one.
Isn't it? Looks like there's absolutely nothing there.
Could be. Oh, put your hand down.
Wait, it's my wedding ring.
Get it here.
It's my wedding ring.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It is. It is your wedding ring. You got a wedding ring right there. Here, pass it in my hand a sec. Right, put it all in my hand. That's just this. That's your wedding ring.
Hunting for my wedding ring.
Here, Scott. Is this what I think it is? Oh, it ain't what I think it is. I thought I got a little pistol ball or something, but it's not. It's just a little bit of lead.
Have you heard of the? Is it? Might not be nice, but something to do with Mercia.
Yeah.
Apparently they had a massive battle here, didn't they? Here, it's on this hill.
Did they really?
Massive battle. That's what the big burial mound is beyond the church.
Oh.
All the bodies. King of Mercia and is that because of Spain? Is that right?
No, Mercia's Midlands, mate. It sounds a bit Spanish, doesn't it? Right, okay.
As you go out of here, turn down Ferntree Road, have a look, you'll see the bank going up. They've done
Good morning everyone, it's day 2. Unfortunately me and Scott didn't particularly find much the other evening. The light grew down and the rain came. So we're here again, it's Saturday, it's a few days later. We're out in force today, we've got some volunteers with us today. We're going to have Anne and Sharon and Tony's in the background, beavering away, trying to find some nice treasure. We're going to be looking all around this land and getting back to you with what we found. Foil. Okay, so Tony wins the prize for the first find of the day. It's not historic, but it's amusing. Fart gas. Let's see what else we can find. I've been detecting away and getting a load of rubbish, but I've just got this. It's like an old 4-sided stud. Let me just turn that around. Next up was spoon, an old spoon. Okay, so we just got a nice tone and found what looks like to be a toy gun, which is quite cool. We'll clean that up later and find out what it is.
Son of the eyes.
Yeah, we've got it, yeah. Got a nice light coming down us, we look very attractive. Right, hello everyone. So we've not had great success today with the detectors, but I've got Scott out here, he's come out for an update. We've found a number of toys, but I've noticed something, Scott, in the background, and it reminded me of that map you showed me. On that map there's a footprint of a building in this area. If you look at that tree the way it comes down, you can see the ivy falling away in almost a straight line that way and that way, and I'm wondering if that's possibly an old building or something there. I mean,
I think you're right.
have you thought similar things yourself when you've been walking around? I mean, give me your insight.
Yeah, well, as you know, I've only just moved in, but I think it's something we need to sort of investigate, isn't it?
Do you think I can have a little chop round there?
Yeah, definitely.
Good. You got any saws?
Yeah.
Cool. So we've cleared this area here, and we thought we could definitely see a natural straight line going across that way. But it turns out, as we've cleared this, we've just seen that this is just a big, massive, thick tree root that goes almost horizontal, which kind of gives that impression. I still think there's a chance there's something here, but Tony and I tried to dig here. Very difficult, lots of tree root. It's going to be really hard going, so we've decided to abandon this bit for a minute and just go over to the other side there. And Anne and Sharon are currently busy beavering our way, clearing the area, so I can come in and do the easy work, because I figured you may as well get them doing the hard stuff whilst, you know, I'm doing the more skilled camera work and stuff like that.
Is it clay? Is that clay
It's
soil?
it's the colour we have it in the Midlands. It's clay.
Well,
It's in
here's the
Norfolk,
thing,
red
right?
fields.
If it's not natural, it is. But if it is, if the situation is there's a ruin here,
Yeah,
and all this soil we're digging out is stuff that's grown over the millennia,
yeah.
and there's flint under here somewhere, there wouldn't be clay forming this high. It would all be soil formed from falling debris, humus and stuff like that, and leaves
Okay.
and stuff.
This has been put here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this must be put here.
Okay.
Which means we know there's possibly something here because of the map, right? It just means it's going to be a whole site deeper.
It's going to be at that level down there.
Yeah, so you'd need a mini digger to find it, wouldn't you?
You possibly need a mini digger.
Because there's no way you're going to do this with a spade.
Do you think initially we could concentrate on the floor tiles?
I think
See
that's
where
our
that
next
leads
port of
us
call.
to. Yeah.
I think that obviously we've got the tree roots and the trunk there. That's going to be extremely hard digging. This is, in my opinion, worth carrying on, but not today because there's just one of us. We haven't got a barrow. Really what you need is a couple of barrows. We don't really want to be putting this spoil down the hill.
No.
We want to be putting it to a location where Scott actually wants it, where he can
Yeah.
use it. Or, you know, having it to a position next to it so we can backfill if that's what he wants. You know, lay a tarp down so we can just put it straight back over. So for the exploratory dig on this thing, I think the next port of call is that bit where you guys have just cleared, done a good job on. And we can have a little poke along that fence line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to
just
watch the
very-
hedge, so we've left the hedge.
You ready?
Yeah.
You gonna laugh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello ladies and gents. So we're at the end of the day now. You can see the sun's going down. It's getting a bit nippier and we're going to call it a day. So we had a good dig round here. Aaron.
Anne.
Beep. Anne, Sharon, Tony and myself. We think there's something there and you can see it raises up and this land dips down. I'll show a shot of that. And I honestly believe that there's a possibility that this is a medieval moated manor house. The reality is we need a digger and we need to go down deeper and possible permission from the landowner, finance, blah, 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 you know. But we dug down and we didn't find anything. Fortunately, we had Anne with us today who found the lead sheep So that's the find of the day. Well done, Anne.
Thank you.
Yep. And we can't forget Tony's fart gas, which I think is really fitting because you never see Tony without Stuart Smith, the historian, and Stuart always writes poetry about a guffing goat. So, don't you think that works well?
It does work well.
Yeah.
Or a guffing sheep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, or cow, because there's a problem with the ozone and
yeah.
you know, with the cows.
the
You know, there's all these
emissions.
links going on.
Yeah.
That's it for today. I imagine you'll see us back here, but we need to get our thinking caps on. I'm going to put another image of the map up so you can see why we were digging here and all that lot. And if you're watching this from the live show, thanks for turning up. Right, see you later, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Over and out.